We're actually the recipients of a little sun outside of Television City. It's kind of been a little bit of an overcast beginning to our start. And look, as soon as I say that, the shadows begin to creep back in as the clouds begin to obscure the sunshine. Did want to point out a couple things on our weather almanac for this March 24th. We're about 2.8 inches above not only our month, but also our year. Remember last year's about this time? This is when we almost got historic in nature as we had March into April rains that would not stop. We're 6 inches below where we were at this point in time last year. So we have been a little bit fortunate, but those numbers are going to increase here by the time we get to the weekend. Cloud cover not helping us much temperature-wise as we've got high 40s, low 50s, only about a 5-degree bump up even after sunrise. But the Skywatch Storm Tracker has kept us on the dry side. Insert the cloud cover, especially as you work to the north, getting much, much heavier. Actually, a little clearing down throughout northeast Oklahoma and portions of southwest Missouri. Still want to point out we've got a flood warning for the Osage River up in northern southwest Missouri. The key factor of this, earlier this morning, that was extended another 24 hours. It was set to expire Friday morning, now been pushed all the way to Saturday morning in anticipation of some heavy thunderstorm activity that we'll be receiving throughout tomorrow afternoon and evening. Low pressure system now sits on the other side of Kansas City, forces everything to the upper plains and through the Great Lakes. How about a little late March snow for the old Four Corners right there, and then you're bookended by high pressure on either side with that warming trend stretching right here. So no surprise that the severe thunderstorm risk map indicates that elevated area for portions of DFW up to just about the Red River, because that's where we've got the warmth and you've got the collision course of the two cold fronts on either side of it. The old CAPE, convective available potential energy. In other words, what does Mother Nature have up there in that atmosphere that can flip over and become something severe? Well, we're lucking out so far as everything stays down in South Texas, just a little pocket right here. Of course, as we progress through spring, we're going to see these colors about this time of the afternoon drastically change. We're still early enough. And the nice thing is it doesn't pose any threat to us because you got what's called the cap. So we throw the cap on there, and that lets a whole lot of that available potential energy stay down to the south, not able to intrude upon us. And we like that as we anticipate our rains coming later tonight. Now, we're going to have the wind shift a little west to north, but more importantly, it's what happens after we turn the clock past midnight. We're going to pick up some light scattered rain later tonight, but once we work into Thursday, then it's kind of game on. Not only geographically more spread out, but look at the heavy rain that comes up I-44 right there. We talked about the expansion of the flood warning and the expiration time. Well, that's because that rain continues. Raleigh about 2 to 8 p.m. going to be our best shot for the heaviest rain until it pushes out. Now, when we talk about our 7-day forecast, another thing about Thursday, Tanya, it's going to be a tad bit chilly. Highs only in the mid-50s, but then Friday and Saturday, get past this, make sure that you know those roads are going to flood. And then we got high 60s for Friday and Saturday.
All right, something to look forward to at least.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
All right, thanks, Michael.